from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Florida Gators and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, this wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The Wildcats want to move quickly.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Under fire. Lets it fly. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Gators offense will now get its first chance with the football. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. The run inside. It's fired. Pushes ahead for two. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Handoff for Ball. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Gators have this offense rolling. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The snap sets up to throw. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. On the run deep down the right side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just...
It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Motion from the wide receiver. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a pass.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Wide receiver going in motion. Could not make his way to the corner. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Gators. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right. doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Makes it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. There he goes down the right side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball. There's some room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Jackson.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. What a grab with one hand. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still. back to throw, time running short in the half. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
This late in the half. Question, how aggressive will the play calling be? We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle eight, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We kick things off with Boston College in their matchup against the #2 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Eagles with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Motion from the wideout. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They go back to C.J. Baxter. Makes one man miss. Here's a little room there. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
The Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Touchdown, Wildcats. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to Ball. Finding some room. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Here's Jaden one more time. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Pryor. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Jones to throw. Fires quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wide receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And these plays are so hard to stop, man. You're giving your elite speed guys a chance to get to the edge in the most crowded part of the field. So it wasn't a home run, it wasn't a touchdown, but you like those little positive gains that makes the next down more manageable, and you like getting your playmakers in space.
The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Here comes the two-point try. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The keeper on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Here we go, ready. Flag 14, flag 14, go, go.
back to pass. Pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got him. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Great place to start for this offense. They want to run this quarterback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running inside. It's Pryor. Got a little grass. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ball. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Ball again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Jones wants to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
To the air on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the... Oh, it's a fumble! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick. And offense up at the 24. Makes a catch. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. Rushes on him. And they got him.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Gators! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Baxter again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson.
Well, you can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice job on the timing. He threw it at the perfect moment. Puts it only where his guy can make the catch, and they get a big 1st down.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. C.J. Baxter one more time. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Rodriguez. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got him down to the 15-yard line. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.